Hello everyone, welcome back for another video in my December daily. We are working on stories 17 and 18 today. Um, Life's getting a little crazy, life's getting a little busy, life is going, but I'm finishing this. We are sticking together, we are finishing this project. My desk is a mess. We are gonna work on top of it. I have printed my photos for, where are we, 17 and 18. And you know what I'm also realizing, and tell me if it's for you as well. I feel like something about my observations on my album. I am working outside the page protector a lot. And I'm also noticing that I'm really not using a lot of the contents of my kit from Ali Edwards. So it makes me question, like, do I ever need to really buy a kit in the future? Like, of course I'll want to buy the embellishments, but like truly a lot of the supplies that I bought this year are not being used simply because I'm doing a lot of large photos, which I love. I love the large photo. So just an observation, like, I almost have to like brainstorm or like journal a little bit about like this year's process and to see if I really need a full kit like from Ali Edwards next year, and that I might just need to, maybe stash dive next year, but just buy the current album because I do love her albums because they're so thick. But it's just an observation. I wonder if you're experiencing that. So for this one, we have gone to the circus. We are going to do this one, and we're going to I have a buffer page 2 because if I'm going to make that currently it's 2 pages. This is either going to go on this side with this page 18 or on this side, just so that I don't make it a double spread. But I did cut this out of my Silhouette Cameo too. It's on like white glitter paper, but I will be backing it. So let's get started.
Okay, so let's do this voiceover. I apologize real quick if I sound a little congested because I currently am. So I slimmed down the pictures so that they just fit with the hole punch side there, and I do put 2 together on a brad. Then for the numbers, I found a 1 and a 7 from an old Week in the Life kit. They're kind of like on a frosted acetate with the numbers cut out. And I wanted to back them with some green cardstock. I was just trying to find a tone that would match those circle kind of foam flare from the Ali Edwards kit. I ended up going, you'll see it in a moment, with a like green glitter paper, which was the closest I could get it. Then using the Blue Skies Alpha stamp from Heidi Swap, I stamp a little off screen off to the circus in 2 green tones. I believe it's like pine needles and then like something sage. They're both distress oxides. And those colors just worked well for complementing, again, those little like foam flare from the Ali Edwards' Summer Daily Kit. And so the journaling just keeps it consistent with going to the fair and how much she just loves cotton candy and all of the acts with animals in them. But overall, very simple, but at least I use those foam pieces and utilize some of the elements from this kit because I find that I haven't been, to believe it or not. So then I think I add my journaling. I do take the time to text it, and I add everything on with some brads. I keep on calling them like swizzles, like in order for it to turn slash swizzle. I don't know. It's just a word I guess I've made up. So it worked out perfectly, and then this will be obviously attached to the other side. Now, because I have plans already for page 19, it's a double page spread, I needed to also make a filler page with something I had cut out a long time ago in the beginning of the month that says it's the most wonderful time of the year. But here I'm making tags using the black cardstock with white stars from the Ali Edward kit. And that acetate on top of the white cardstock has like silver stars on it that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I just wanted to also utilize more of the kit content. So the 3 Santas that came with it were perfect for doing this. And this one is just a story of everyday life that happened that Sunday. So in the morning we were coloring, and we always color together. And then that was the day of the World Cup finals. So we watched Messi win for Argentina. And then we had went later on to the mall for the indoor park at that time. But the real fun was that we did the Build-A-Bear workshop, and she got to make a customized bear. So that's like the third little story. Then on this other side, the 18 is from last year's December daily, and I go ahead and also embellish it with Merry and Bright from that thicker set. I believe that one is from the Vicky Bouton collection this year. So I got to use some of those. These have been great. I've been using them a lot on my big photos, and need to keep it in mind for embellishments for next year, because just having a nice like title on a photo is really sometimes all it needs, because I have so many big photos in my album this year. So this one, rather simple. I think I got inspiration from either Crystal Udinyante or Neelan from the design team too. Their style just matches what I like aesthetically, so inspiration from the design team is always fun. And I did start making all of them with holes so I can add some ribbon as well. And I just love the way this turned out. Simple, but classic as well. So to wrap up the other side so that it stays even, I just used the rest of that black cardstock with white stars to back the words up, because the paper from the back of the page was still white, so I just needed some contrast. And I thought about doing it with glitter paper, but the black worked out perfectly. So that's as simple as the next page is to finish out.
All right, so the last few things I just kind of finished up off camera. So I put these both on swizzles. So now I restamped the off to the circus just so that was a little better. And then now, of course, the E is a little messed up, but I'll take it. And then under this swizzle, I put my typing in. I did my journaling in type formation just because I decided to, because I have a document going, and I was able to kind of keep it in there and add it. So that will be number 17. I did take off some of that fun foam from the back, so these are a little bit flatter to keep down the dimension. And then I made this one a swizzle as well to show another photo of her eating more cotton candy. And that was 17. And then 18 I finished up as well. So we back this. I do believe that was all shown, but now I switched over the tag so that they face this way instead. And why I switched it was because I did start adding the ribbon, and then all of it was all over this. So I was like, let me switch it. So it just made the photos already have the notches on this side. So now they have the notches on both sides. And what I was also realizing is once you swizzle it, granted, they are there, you know, the photos do get blocked a bit. But you know what? For the sake of it, I'm still fine. And then I did my journaling typed on here in little, like, I think 2x2 squares. So this one was about the World Cup finals that day and how Messi won. So I put that one there. And then this one was how in the afternoon we went to the mall for the park and pretzels. But then the big to-do was that she finally was able to do her first Build-A-Bear. So that's a fun little experience too. And then, of course, she wanted all of the extra clothes. And I simply said, you're going to have to ask Santa for those because we're not buying like 4 outfits right now for this bear. And so I love the way this all came out, and I love the sprinkling of gold elements from that same thicker collection to tie it all together. Thank you so much for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Give this video a thumbs up.